Hello, everybody, and welcome back to more political chatter. And as you guys know, what a night it was. I stayed up until around like 12:30 p.m. Eastern time to watch to watch most of the results come in. Until I just stopped before Alaska polls closed. But these midterm elections will go down in history, okay, as defying previous history before this, proving that history wrong and using that history as our logic for 2022. Democrats have outperformed all expectations everywhere. This was my prediction, and so this was my final prediction, and I will do a comparison video later on, but we can't do it yet because Nevada and Arizona haven't been called yet. But I was wrong, and a lot of people were wrong. A lot more people were wrong on these midterm elections, and most people really underestimated Many people underestimated the Democratic Party here. So this is where the Senate currently stands. I'll bring up my map here because it's running smoother. The Republicans have 50 sorry. The Republicans have 48 seats. The Democrats have 48 seats. And Georgia will go on to a runoff. That is big because I believe that Senate control will go down to Georgia. So, looking at these U.S. Senate elections here, Pennsylvania was supposed to take days to count. This one was expected to go to the Republicans. The Republicans were expected to hold on to Pennsylvania. And it was expected that it would take like days to count all the votes. But no, the night of Election Day, the next day, early morning the next day, John Fetterman was projected as the winner. That is the shocker so far. That is the big Senate shocker so far. John Fetterman has won in Pennsylvania. In my final prediction, I had Oz winning by a tilt margin. But no, Fetterman won't even win by a tilt margin. He's going to win by 3%. That is astonishing. More like, was it 2.4 maybe? No, 3.4%. That is astonishing. And polls leading up to Election Day were showing an Oz win. That was crazy. And the fact that Democrats are flipping a Senate seat in 2022 with Joe Biden being so unpopular, the Democrats unfavored on the generic ballot, that was not expected. And the fact that they gained the seat will put them a lot closer to retaining Senate control. And I do believe now that they will win Senate control. So with that win, Democrats had very little shot at winning the Senate. But after they flip a seat, that really propels them forward. And I'm shocked that it was called so early, saying that Biden won the state, and it was called, 2 or 3 days after Election Day, and he won it by just a little less than, or Fetterman won a little bit more than Biden did. So, going to other states, New Hampshire was decided by 9%. Guys, these results were insane for the Democrats. Hassan wins by 9% in New Hampshire. I had it lean Democrat. Another shocker, Ron Johnson in Wisconsin only beats Mandela Barnes by a single percent. By 1 single percent. I thought he would win by 4%. I don't know anyone who thought that it would only be a 1%. Sherry Beasley, or Ted Budd, only won by about 4% as expected. Marco Rubio won by an astonishing 16%. 16% margin for Rubio. I had it as an 8% margin. And then the Georgia runoff. Now, we will actually get to that. Colorado, Michael Bennet wins by an astonishing 12%. Ohio, J.D. Vance wins by 9%. Very similar to Trump margins there. In Iowa, Grassley wins by 13%. I was spot on in the state of Iowa. But Georgia, things are looking good for the Democrats come the runoff. So because no candidate reached over 50% due to the Libertarian candidate winning 2%, the election will now go into a runoff on December 6th. This will exclude all third-party candidates, so it's just between Warnock and Walker. I'm sure you guys know all this. But this is just about the same margin that Warnock and Ossoff were winning by on Election Day in 2020. And what do we know by that? It went into a runoff, and both of them ended up winning. So the fact that it's a very similar margin and a pretty similar race as well, saying that we do have a Democrat incumbent and a Libertarian winning around 2% of the vote, I really see Warnock winning that race. And things are really looking good for Warnock come the runoff day. Going to the state of Arizona, we need more votes in here. There was only about 70% of the vote. 69% of the vote is in. And Mark Kelly is leading by 5%. We need more votes in there. However, I guess, keep my characterization of Tilt D at this point. I would actually move it to Lean D, honestly. In Nevada, I am feeling confident that Adam Laxalt will win. 80% in, so we still have a large chunk of votes still waited to be in, and then we can call this race. However, Laxalt has kept this 2-point lead. It's not like Cortez Masto has been gaining on Adam Laxalt this whole time. I'm pretty confident that Republicans will win in the state of Nevada. And then we have Alaska, which has ranked choice voting, so their elections are a bit different, a bit more democratic. There will be more elections following this. This is just the initial preference vote. But after this, there will be more votes. And I believe that Lisa Murkowski will come out on top. But either way, a Republican will win in Alaska. So going to our map, we have 3 uncalled states and 1 runoff. Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, Utah. All these states have been called. New Hampshire. But that win in Pennsylvania is shocking. So this is what's going to go on. Republicans are guaranteed a victory in Alaska. Both Shabaka and Murkowski both caucus with the Republican Party, whether they're running from the party or not. As I said, I am confident about the Republicans' chances in the state of Nevada. I've had Nevada lean R for a while, and I'm keeping it at that, lean R. I think that Adam Laxalt will win by 2 to 3%. I think I'm going to be pretty spot on when it comes to the state of Nevada. Because we still have 31% of all votes to come in Arizona, it's pretty hard to tell who's going to win. You know, Nevada, we can use the votes that we have because we only need 20% more. It's 80% is in. We can use the votes that we have to help us. Arizona, we need 31% more, and we can't, it's turning out as expected. It's looking similar to Biden margins, possibly Kelly up a little bit, and I think that Mark Kelly will win by a percent or 2. So that puts so this is my prediction, right? I think that Nevada and Alaska will go red, Arizona will go blue. And then we have the state of Georgia, which will go into a runoff, and I think it will decide Senate majority. I'm pretty sure of that at this point. And, of course, the runoff hasn't happened, but saying that it's looking very similar to the 2022-2021 Georgia runoffs, I would have Warnock winning this race. It's looking very similar to that. Warnock gained a slight lead in the initial vote, just by 0.5%, looking very much like the 2021 runoff there. So I do believe that Democrats winning in Georgia and flipping the state of Pennsylvania. Fetterman flips Pennsylvania. Walker wins in Georgia on the runoff. Democrats 50, Republicans 50, runoff 0. I think that Democrats with those 50 seats will retain Senate control. These results were so unexpected, crazy, and I'll make a video about this, but it's really going to affect Donald Trump's power over the party. So thank you all for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I hope to see you all next time. Thanks again.